I'm going to bring in now John Fishwick, trial attorney and former U.S. attorney for the Western District of Virginia. Fireworks, it is becoming a circus inside this courtroom. They've got a 15-minute recess. What is the judge likely to do as they reset and come back into the courtroom to gain control of the proceedings?
Well, it's a real challenge for Judge Engoron to control the courtroom, but that's going to be his responsibility. I think former President Trump has a game plan today. It sounds like he wants to, defend the numbers that are on the financial statements, but he wants to make political statements. And he wants to also, I think, bait the judge into saying something that might be inappropriate or looks like the judge is trying to cut him off from testifying. They're looking to raise appeal points, the Trump legal team. And so part of former President Trump's strategy today, I think, is to bait the judge, is to turn it into a circus, to say that, look, I didn't get a fair trial. And so it's a real challenge for the judge. Some of the things that he can do is he can, hold the former president in contempt if he's not listening to him and obeying the rules. But it's a real challenge. I don't think he wants to go there. The judge doesn't want to go there. But this is going to continue. It's going to be a circus. It's going to be chippy. Former President Trump's going to testify in the courtroom and also outside of the courtroom. And I think one of the big goals of his legal team is to make this look like a circus, to make it look like he's not getting a fair shake, Marni, so that they can win on appeal.
That's interesting. I mean, yeah, you might be right that was the plan going into it, but there's some great risk in antagonizing further the judge in this case. A bigger picture here, Trump faces 91 criminal charges and 4 separate indictments, yet this civil lawsuit seems to be the one that has unnerved him the most. Why do you believe that is?
Marni, that's a good question. Obviously, his business acumen is one of the reasons he became president. It's one of the things that he has trumpeted to his followers is why he's a great leader, that he's had such great business acumen. This goes to the heart of that. This case says you fibbed, you lied about what your properties are worth. You went to banks and insurance companies to get breaks that other people don't get. You took advantage of overstating those property values to get a big break that other folks don't get. And the risks are significant. It's up to $250 million in damages. And the Attorney General, with the judge's help, can shut him down doing business in the state of New York. So it goes to the heart of his business prowess. And so I think that's probably what's got him the most upset. He's been attending this trial, and it's been getting a lot of his attention. And today's the big day when he testifies.
How strong is the legal argument, though, of deniability, which we also heard from Trump's sons when they took the stand?
I think their testimony was smart to kind of distance themselves from it, and I'm sure that was the case. They relied on accountants and lawyers to get these financial statements. The challenge for them, though, is the judge has already ruled, Marni, in this case, that fraud was committed. And so really the question is damages now. There are also some other claims that haven't been decided for false business records and conspiracy. But I'm sure the Trump legal team would want the damages to be, say, $1 million. But the damages can be up to $250 million, and the judge has already decided they committed fraud. So, yes, it's probably smart to say that, look, somebody else did this, accountants did this. There were a lot of disclaimers on these financial statements, but they're already in quicksand because the judge has ruled that they committed fraud.
So what are the factors that the judge will be considering on the 2 points? One, the hefty financial penalty, and also the banning of doing business. Which is more likely, and what things will be on the table as he determines the punishment?
Well, last week, an expert testified for the Attorney General's office that the damages were $168 million that were caused in this case. That's from, lower interest rates, better deals from the banks and from the insurance companies. So right there, that's a hefty number, but that's evidence that the judge can rely on to at least for part of the damages. I think the testimony could help because the judge, I think, would have to look for really egregious testimony or actions by business folks to say, hey, look, you can't practice business in the state of New York ever again. And so I'm sure despite the antagonism from former President Trump and to an extent from his children, they definitely want to win that one, that they are not shut down from doing business. And so the effort to say, hey, look, other folks did this. We relied on reputable accountants, lawyers to come up with these financial statements, are an effort to say, look, we're doing this in good faith. You should not shut us down.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.